What's up guys, Bloodshed here. Today we're going to talk about how to carry in Overwatch Reaper Edition. Okay, so we're here in the bot training ground and I'm going to cover some of his basic abilities really fast. I'm sure a lot of you know how to play Reaper. This is pretty much how to carry with him, okay? Like how you can be so impactful and do the right thing to completely swing the game in your favor. And I mean, how many games have you guys won where Junkrat ults and completely wipes the team, you guys lose or win, or Zara comes in and ults and kills everyone and the team wins or loses, right? So Reaper is one of those heroes that can hard carry the game, and let's get right into it. Alright, as far as damage goes, Reaper is top notch. Now obviously he has shotguns, they're like sawed off shotguns, okay? So you want to be as close as possible. You don't need fancy yards or anything like that to know when his damage drops off. You can see each pellet is going to do damage, okay? And what you want to do is you want to get the spread all on top of somebody's body, so you can see at what distance you can fight certain heroes. So Roadhog's a big dude, you can shoot Roadhog from like back here and get all his pellets onto Roadhog. You know, smaller heroes like Tracer or whatever, Mercy, you're gonna have to be a little bit closer. And you can see you want to get the spread right there. Now that's 140 damage, guys. So if anybody is low health or half health, you're pretty much gonna run up and one shot them, right? So you're gonna come up here and then boom, they're one shot, okay? If they have armor and health and everything like that, it's gonna get calculated differently. And another thing, if you hit them in the head, so like if say you aim up and you boom, you shoot them right in the head, you're gonna get double damage for headshots. Now you have to obviously put all the pellets into someone's tiny head hitbox, but it's going to skyrocket to 280 damage. So just knowing that, knowing who you're going up against, knowing how much health they have, just know headshots do double damage. And yeah, that's pretty much covers his shotguns. Alright, so now that we're comfortable with his Hellfire shotguns, the match is starting. We're going to come out here and we're going to cover his second ability, which is Shadow Step. So he can teleport to a targeted location, but he is vulnerable when doing so. So let's say the match just started. You can see our enemies in the distance here. Like legit, you can teleport up here. You can teleport like down here, right? Behind the enemies, so they can't even see you. So if you teleport right here, they're not going to be able to see you. You can teleport on top of them. You know what I mean? Like you want to try to break line of sight so they can see you. Ideally, that's probably what Bloodshed would do. And yeah, you get to a safe position and you don't obviously want to teleport in front of someone. You want to teleport behind them, or, you know, best case scenario around the corner, and then you can flank them from the side, right? Coming up next, we have Wraith Form. Wraith Form is one of the reasons why I love Reaper so much. I can put myself in crazy situations to make insane plays and literally walk out of the fight unharmed, unscathed, right? So you saw us, the match started, we poured it up here, and what we're gonna do from this position is we know where our enemy is, they're holed up down below us. We're literally gonna go like this, hello. Okay, at this point, like the team is like shook, and you know there's a fight or flight mechanic, so some people are gonna run away. Veteran players are gonna stand there and focus you down. Since you are Reaper, you could potentially be ulting, you could potentially be doing damage to their supports. So you're basically causing havoc, okay? As soon as you hit the ground, you're gonna want to target first high priority target you can find. You're not gonna want to kill torborjn. You know, torborjn's not gonna just, you know, obliterate your team. You're not gonna want to kill Symmetra. Symmetra is not gonna have such a huge impact on your team. No hard feelings, guys. You're gonna want to kill Lucio. You're gonna want to kill Mercy. You're gonna want to kill impactful playmakers. The longer and longer a match goes on, you'll be able to identify who exactly is, you know, kicking ass on the enemy team. So if the enemy team has a Hanzo who's just complete savage and keeps killing everybody, and everyone's, you know, in chat complaining about it, or you constantly see Hanzo laying to waste your entire team, that might be your priority target. You want to be able to kill, you know, impactful players and make an impact, okay? That's pretty much the name of the game. Alright, so you're focusing high priority targets. It went well. You maybe got a kill, you maybe didn't get a kill. At this point, this is where map awareness is key, okay? You want to know where your health globes are. You want to know where your passive globes are, which brings us to his passive, the reaping. So whenever an enemy dies, and it doesn't have to die by your hand, whenever they just die, right, even by your teammates' hands, you get a 50 point, I think it's up to 50 or 50 globe of healing. Okay, the little red globes are souls. Okay, And so you want to know if there's any globes you can go to heal yourself. You want to know where, you want to just learn all the maps and know where all the health is, because you're going to be collecting them all the time as Reaper. And that's how you stay in the fight and, you know, survive. Okay, so we're going to drop down. We're going to get a kill, maybe not get a kill, do some damage. And we know where our team is, right? They're right at the spawn, or they're, you know, on the ramp to the spawn. So we want to either retreat that way, or we want to retreat somewhere where there's a health globe. So I'm just going to retreat back here to my enemy team. Make sure you're zigging and zagging, you know, don't be like Rickon Stark, okay? You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you successfully either gotten a kill, done a lot of damage to the enemy team, you know, harassed an important player on the enemy team, and you got back to your team safely. Okay, and this is how I play Reaper. I typically don't go around chasing tracers. I don't go around camping enemies that aren't really doing anything. You know, most Genjis aren't MLG status. And you know what I mean? Don't waste your time chasing a Genji around. Go in there, kill people, and make it an advantage to your team, right? You go in there, you're going to kill somebody, and it's all of a sudden it's going to be, you know, 6-on-5 or whatever. I know a lot of these tactics seem self-explanatory, but I see Reapers not doing this kind of stuff all the time. So you want to come in here, and obviously the enemy can't see me. They're holed up in this little control point under the building. I'm going to teleport on top of the bridge, right? Like, they don't know where I'm at. Like, this is why you want to use your abilities. And then, like, legit, like, this is how you get kills. You just drop in here, right? Like, you can't literally just walk up on the enemy. You're not going to do anything, okay? You're going to have to find unique ways to attack them. The same goes with the maps in the game. Almost every single map in the game has like 4 entry points. There's 4 different pathways. So you want to learn the maps, okay? Learning the maps is key to getting around. You can really get in there and take out the targets you need to take out. There's been so many times I've just, you know, walked around everybody and then just got in their back lines and harassed them. Like, you never want to wraith in, you got to wraith out. So like, I would just Leroy Jenkins, get in here, do as much damage as you can, and get out. And that's like legit it. So many people de-target you when you wraith because they just think they can't kill you, you know? Don't wraith till you're at like, don't wait to wraith till you're at like 12 HP, okay? Like, as soon as they start to focus you, just leave, just leave. The only way I would stay and suicide on an enemy would be as if it was like a Mercy or a Lucio or somebody that I think can, you know, be impactful. Don't just waste your life for some pleb, you know, character, you know what I'm saying? You want to actually think like, okay, well, if I die, was it worth, you know, was it worth me dying? Yeah, I took out the healer. Yeah, I took out their best damage dealer, so, you know, it was kind of a draw or a wash. Death Blossom has about an 8-meter range, and it does about 200 damage per second. And obviously, it's not going to go through Reinhardt's shield or things like that. So you want to position yourself behind Reinhardt, drop in behind him, or, you know, make sure he's not even in the area, or CC'd or anything like that. All right, you may be asking, Bloodshed, when is a good time to play Reaper, to pick Reaper to carry? Now, don't get me wrong, there are lots of characters to carry with, and I might do future videos based on those characters, but you can pick Reaper in almost every situation. When I say almost every situation, I would only not consider it as if they have a Mei, and the same team has a mcree, right? And the same team has a Roadhog, right? So Roadhog can grab you when you're ulting, Mei can slowly freeze you and whittle you down, mcree can flashbang you. They're kind of hard CC. To a certain extent, Ana too, but I mean, most Ana players aren't MLG. So it's typically like those 3. You know, Pharah, don't worry about Pharah. Like, it's just, she's on another level. She's in the sky, you're down low. You're in and out of buildings. Like, most situations, you're not going to have like any problems with Pharah as long as you position yourself properly and you're not running down Main Street. So if the enemy team has Mei, mcree, and a Roadhog, the deck is kind of stacked against you. So I would kind of maybe go to a different hero. Let's do a lightning round of counters and how to fight everybody 1v1, because you're going to have a lot of 1v1 situations where you're going to want to know how to beat them, and any tips I can give you. So lightning round, let's do it. Ana, she's pretty easy overall. You're going to want to try to bait out her sleep dart with your wraith. Other than that, I mean, she has literally no movement speed, no escapes. She has to land her sleep dart or it's GG. You know, you can peek out of corners, bait the dart, go back, and that's pretty much it. Ana is very easy. Bastion. All right, anything mid-range, Bastion's just gonna wipe the floor with you. Don't listen to what people say. It's not easy, like 1v1ing Bastion, unless you get the jump on him. So yeah, like he is super deadly. The only way you're gonna be able to kill him is just to drop right on top of him and, you know, circle around his turret. And at that point, it's whoever's better at aiming. If you Wraith, then it just gives him even more time to kind of set up and focus and, you know, aim you down. So in some situations you can Wraith to get to him, and then it's just like, you know, a DPS race, you know what I'm saying? I played against a lot of really good Bastions, so I guess I have a little bit different point of view on the matter. But yeah, if you get the jump on Bastion, he's dead. If he starts shooting you first, you die. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to Wraith and go away, or find a new entry point, you know? But a good Bastion will position himself, you know what I'm saying, not under a bridge so Reaper can drop it on top of him. He'll kind of be in a room somewhere where it's going to force you to run to him. So Bastion, be careful. If you have to Wraith to him, do it. But the best thing to do is just to flank him and drop right on top of his head. Diva, so Diva, you do more damage than Diva. I think her defense matrix is like bugged, because if you get right up in her grill, I feel like the damage does go through. I need to test that more. But overall, it's a DPS race, and you do insanely amounts way more damage than Diva. In addition, her hitbox for her head is like huge, right? She has the biggest head hitbox in the game. You shouldn't have a problem, even with her new toggleable defensive matrix. Alright, Genji. The name of the game here is to not let him reflect shotgun shells into your face. And you'll know if you're playing a good Genji, because he'll wait till your second or third shot to reflect, because that's all he really needs, is one good reflection right back at you, and he can win the fight. A noob Genji, as soon as you encounter him, he's just gonna, like, right away, he's gonna try to deflect your shots, and you'll know you pretty much have him beat. GG. So yeah, I like to shoot Genji one time and then not shoot a second time, and he'll usually put up his reflect, and if he doesn't, you can melee him right in the face. And as soon as he starts throwing out ninja stars, I start shooting him again, you know what I mean, because I know how deadly it is when it reflects damage. The only time I would just go balls to the wall and just right and just shoot him nonstop is if I know that I have map awareness and I know there's a healing thing close by, or I know that there's like some health globes on the floor. That's the only time I just go balls to the wall on Genji, okay? But overall, it's you know, same thing with Ana. You want to bait out their abilities. Hanzo, so Hanzo you should beat every time in a 1v1 situation, as long as you're engaging at close range. I'm just coming into the assumption that you're engaging all these characters at close range, because you would never engage someone from far away unless they just weren't looking at you, weren't focused on you, your team was just zerging them to death. You know, most situations you're not going to Wraith into battle unless you know, you can guarantee the kill and you can get out. You know what I mean? If you just Wraith in, you're going to kill Hanzo, and then the whole team is going to kill you, right? So you don't want to Wraith. That's your get out of jail free card. Junkrat is another DPS race. You should be able to 1v1 him no problem, but if he lands his bomb on you, it knocks you away. You know, sometimes I like to bait out their bomb, right? So sometimes I'll go in there, if the Junkrat's good and we've had a few good exchanges throughout the match, I'll go in just like everything else. I'll shoot him once or shoot him twice, and then I'll just Wraith, and you know what I mean, as long as the whole team's not around. If the whole enemy team's around, then I'll just leave, right? And then take him down after that. So it's a DPS race, which you should win most of the time. Lucio, if you're having trouble with Lucio, you need to increase your sensitivity. I play a lot of Reaper on console and on PC, and the only time I ever had a problem with him is when my sensitivity was really low. On console, I have to increase my sensitivity to 70, because that shit is not, like, the default is like increase it to 70. If you're on PC, then you can adjust it. You know, you're the master race, you already know about acceleration and all that stuff. mcree, just like the other ones, you want to try to bait out his flashbang. Typically he's gonna beat you if he catches you with his flashbang. If he doesn't catch you with his flashbang, even if he drops the hammer, you should out DPS him, right? It's just literally like, if you get caught, you're dead. If you catch him, he's dead, right? It's a total, he's basically like a Reaper counter in my mind, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about Reaper counters is you can actually win the fight with clever gameplay. Okay, people will tell you Mei's easy, but Mei is not easy, okay? Because your Wraith is your get out of jail free card, okay? So if you don't have your get out of jail free card because you're canceling her slow, then you're just gonna die anyway, and you're kind of being useless. So yeah, the quick version, start shooting her in the face. She's going to slow you right before you get perma-frozen. You Wraith, it cancels the perma-freeze. shoot her in the face some more. She's gonna cryo freeze and completely freeze herself, right? Wait it out, maybe go get some health or you take some damage and come back. She can cancel her cryo freeze, but if there's health nearby, you can grab it. As soon as her cryo freeze is done, you should be able to DPS her again. Now, if she has full health and she starts freezing you, you're not gonna have Wraith. You know what I mean? So it's kind of an even match. I've engaged lots of Meis, and a lot of the times it's an even match against a good Mei. Against a pleb Mei, well, that doesn't count. You know, you can beat any pleb character. So yeah, Mei, I wouldn't even waste my time killing Mei, because she's not really the reason why your team's losing most of the time. It's usually because of a team res from Mercy, or a Lucio healing everybody, or just a savage DPS. You know, if Mei is the savage one, then you have to kill her, right? If Mei is just picking on your healers, then you have to kill her, and you know, by any means necessary. Mercy, mercy me, poor Mercy. Mercy is a super easy to counter. You just get in, shoot her a few times, she dies. Her only defense is flying to Pharah or flying to someone really far away, and then them protecting her. But you should have no problem with Mercy. So Pharah, I've killed lots of Pharahs in my day, and even like when she's flying away from you, if you shoot her with your shotguns, like you're gonna be able to take her down, right? You're still gonna, even the sprinkling damage is gonna do a lot of damage to Pharah over time. But typically, she's master of the skies, you're master of the ground. If she's a bad Pharah, again, you won't have a problem. There's been so many times where I've seen her rocket jump and I know she's out of fuel, and I just go to where she's gonna land and then I kill her right there. So a bad Pharah, you're gonna kill her. A good Pharah, she's just gonna harass you the whole match. She's gonna, you know, try to stop you and mess with you the whole time. And she's like almost like Mei, where you can't really kill her, you know what I mean, unless you catch her, and she's just gonna like harass you. So she's not really even in your playing field, you know what I'm saying? She's not gonna be, you know, in buildings, in corridors, in the thick of the fight. She's just gonna be far away, unloading consistent damage on your team. Reaper versus Reaper. It's a straight up DPS race. Who has more skill than the other? The first Reaper to Wraith away is a pussy, lol. So yeah, you want to fight him 1v1, and always know where your surroundings are, like I always say. Know in the back of your head like where the health globes are, so if you have to be the first one to back out, you can grab it and come right back into the battle. But yeah, pretty much even match, mirror match. Reinhardt, you shouldn't have a problem 1v1ing Reinhardt in almost any situation. You just walk behind his shield, shoot him in the face. If he starts swinging his hammer like crazy, just shoot him in the face some more. Like, you're gonna out DPS him in every situation. If you're engaging him and you're at half health, then maybe he'll kill you, maybe. But you don't want to be doing that anyway, so. All right, Roadhog. What you want to do is, with Roadhog, is the same thing we do with Anna. Is we kind of try to bait out his hook, and then as soon as he hooks, as soon as he makes the mistake, he panics, he's dead, right? Miss your hook and you're cooked. Then that's it, pretty much. You just pretty much DPS him down. He can't really do anything. Soldier 76. Now Soldier 76, close range, you're gonna win the fight every single time, but he does a lot of damage, and like in a kiting kind of a sustained mid-range fight, he's gonna beat you every time. So you have to just get on him and, you know, wraith to him if he starts shooting you, right? A good 76 will see you wraithing and just sprint the other direction, turn around, and you know, helix you in the face. So that's pretty much, it's pretty much a mid-range versus close range kings, right? Symmetra is no problem whatsoever. You should be able to kill her. You know, this is not even like really a fight. I mean, as long as you're engaging her at full health, you'll just destroy her. Torborjn. Now, if you roll up on Torborjn and his turrets, do not shoot his turret, okay? I see so many people actually killing Torborjn's turret. Shoot Torborjn, because if you shoot his turret, he most likely has his ult, because he's peppering everybody on the field, thinking he's helping, lol. And he has his ultimate probably, so shoot Torborjn. I see so many people killing the turret, and then he kills them, or he ults, and then the person dies, and then he just builds the turret right back up 1 second later. Like, you're not helping anybody doing that. Like, I killed the turret, guys, move in. Like, he's gonna build it before your team can even know what's happening, and then they move in. So kill Torborjn first. All right, Tracer. Tracer and Reaper is a battle of skill, hands down. Like, how fast can you guys, you know, understand where the other person is, and how fast can you shoot each other? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's gonna like teleport over here, and you have to like predict where she's going, or, you know what I mean, reposition your you know, your gun, and she's gonna be doing the same thing. So she's gonna teleport over here, she's gonna aim at you. So it's just like two players having a battle of skill, and whoever's better is gonna win. It's kind of like a 76 and Reaper battle at mid-range. And yeah, Tracer's awesome, and she's a high skill-based character, and you just have to understand, like, you know, where would I go if I was Tracer? Widowmaker, you're gonna destroy Widowmaker so hard. The only way you won't destroy this beautiful beast is if she doesn't have an escape route, right? A good Widowmaker will be like, okay, if I get jumped, I'm gonna go over to this building over here, and then that's it. You're not gonna kill her because you're gonna shoot her once. She's gonna be smart, hopefully, and just zip line away. There's been so many times where I'll jump a Widowmaker, and then she'll jump off the building, and I'll go to the edge, and then she'll zip line right back up, thinking, you know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm gonna jump after her, and then she jumps back up, and then I shoot her in the face. So don't just jump right off the building to chase her. Most of the time she'll zip line to the same building, and then you can shoot her then. It's pretty hilarious. Alright, Winston. Winston's super easy. Just don't shoot his bubble and shoot him in the face, right? I like Winston a lot. I think he's kind of a carry during certain situations, and yeah, he's more situational, but yeah. Reaper and Winston, Reaper wins. Zarya. She is one of my favorite characters. She would be what I would consider a carry as well. What you want to do is out DPS her. People say don't shoot her when she has her shield. I don't really care, man. I walk up in her, I put bullets right in her skull, and I never have a problem. But if you do while she's bubbled, if you do attack her while she's bubbled, she can totally wreck you. You know what I'm saying? You know, if she bubbles at mid-range and I'm shooting her with my gun, then I'm not going to engage that. There's no way, because her bubble's charged and she's probably at full health. It's a bad engagement. But if you drop in behind her, or you flank her like you should be doing, then you're going to be able to do maximum damage. Her shield is not going to, you know, she's not going to have time to DPS you down when you've already DPS'd her down. Zenyatta. Now Zenyatta has no movement speed, no escapes like Ana. He's probably the easiest target for us in the game, unless he catches us at mid-range. You know, it's like this caveat to keep adding. But Zenyatta, 1 or 2 shot him and move on with your life. I have 2 accounts in the 50s. So at my level, I can say the 50s and below, you should have no problem carrying games with Reaper as long as you take out the correct targets. You know what I'm saying? Don't be golden damage. Don't be golden eliminations and be like, man, I killed so many people. Why am I not winning? Did you kill the right people? You know what I mean? People are like, I'm always golden healing. And I'm like, you know, but did you heal the right people? Did you heal the Reaper that was actually carrying the game? Did you heal the Reinhardt that was taking all the damage the whole time over and over? You know, did you res the right people as Mercy? Like, you have to do the right things and be the most impactful you can possibly be to swing the battle in your favor. This is solo carry, right? Follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. If you want to watch some more Overwatch content, go ahead and click up there. I covered Ana and her abilities in the same kind of training area, so hopefully you enjoy that. Overly defensive a few weeks ago now. It's like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it's heavily edited, and I try to, you know, make fun of the whole situation. I had a little bit of fun with that one, so let me know what you think also. If you have been watching me a while, consider supporting me on Patreon. And that's all for me today, guys. Again, thank you for the support. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.